You have written two books of data science fiction. Again, I will stress on the term data science fiction because you have not written another book on large language model. But the two books that you have written there, you have kind of clearly taken satirical takes on our field. That's very creative. And that's completely different from building propensity models or optimizing acquisition strategies. Like, what really drove you beyond your technical work to write those books?
Well, this is an interesting question and will come with a, I would say funny and satirical answer as well, because I never thought of authoring a book in the first place. I never, uh, I was never into writing. In fact, I'm not even an avid reader of fiction because, like that is what we think that, okay, like at least for a first time writer, the person should be an avid reader and should be reading maybe thousands of fictions. But no, even I was not that as well. But as I told you, that life takes us into different places, and I enjoy and try to make the best out of it. So this one started with a New Year resolution. Uh, Actually, a few years back, around 5 years back. So had a great New Year Eve party, reached home past midnight. It was well, yeah, like well past midnight. And I was in high spirits in every sense of the phrase. But somehow it occurred to me to note down my New Year resolutions. I had no idea that how I got hold of a pen and paper, but I wrote down a few items. Writing a data science fiction novel was one of them. The next morning, just like any other New Year resolutions, the rest got forgotten. But this one somehow managed to stay as a seed in my mind, in my head, and then it germinated, and eventually it happened. It gives me immense creative satisfaction. And like you spoke about um, the awards that I have received, but like there are some real incidents that there is a stranger who walks up to you, a complete stranger, and says that he or she has read my book, and they started speaking about that how they can relate themselves to one or other character in a novel. So I can't express in words the ecstatic feeling that it gives from within. So like leave aside the awards, this is a reward which gets deeply, deeply embedded in the heart. But anyway, you know, I feel that there are hundreds of books on data science and all the technical stuff, and I'm probably not even knowledgeable enough to add a new one to that, like ever expanding list. But I feel that not much has been written on the life of the data professionals, their dreams, their aspirations, even their love, their frustrations. So I feel that there are a lot of stories in them waiting to be told. So I try to, like take a fictional take, weave up some stories around them, and then finally, yeah, it was very exciting to hold your own book in your own hand. So that's a proud feeling. And yeah, one book led to another, and maybe should be one more. But okay, in fact, Kaushik, I'm very happy to take this opportunity to announce, and that too for the very first time on your podcast, the novel will be probably releasing later this year because it is in the editing stage. And this time it will be a genre which is what I'm most comfortable with, that is, comedy and humor. So it will be a data science comedy.
Love that and appreciate you sharing that information here. I'm certainly looking forward to it, and I'm sure your readers will also look forward to it. Uh, I know that it came as a resolution, but the problem that we were discussing a while back about common folks recognizing our work, our life, looking at us beyond our technical skills. Your books are the sole driver of that purpose. Like whomsoever kind of read that book can understand the human being who generally utters all those difficult technical terms, which most of the times difficult for common folks to understand. But thanks for doing that. I know that that gives you a lot of pride. It should be, as well as a lot of satisfaction of doing beyond your regular work. Again, I'm looking forward to the third book. I'm sure that your readers are also looking forward to have it on their way.